Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode on Football Bloods TV. Actually, it's not another episode. We are introducing a new show, the Football Talks. So, what this show will be about is whatever main highlights that happened on that particular game week, we'll just pick it up and maybe we'll just, talk more of a forum kind of thing, discuss what each of us think. Maybe down the road we might have more guests, but that's for later. As of now, it'll be myself and my co-host here, Wahid. So we will be discussing on the main happenings, the important happenings, the hot stuff of that particular game week. What do we have today, Wahid?
It's been such a very exciting weekend. Lots of things coming in. So I think I'll start off with one of the hottest properties in football, Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah,
The guy's back with a bang.
see you.
Two goals, two debut goals for a start. Wow. Even as a guy who doesn't support Manchester United, this is quite an exciting news for me. He still definitely hasn't lost his touch yet, despite being 36 years old at an age where people usually retire from joining such league, a very fast-paced league. So, Kavi, being a MU supporter yourself, how do you think Cristiano Ronaldo is gonna fare in the league?
First of all, it's a fanboy moment.
Yeah,
To be honest,
yeah.
I
Go ahead,
don't,
man. Go ahead. This is your time. This is your time. I'm allowing you to do your fanboy shit and all.
to be honest, I don't watch all the games wearing jersey, but just because he's starting today, then it's a debut. So I wore my jersey, then I actually started watching like half an hour before the game, which I normally don't do. If the game is at 10, I will maybe switch on the TV 5 or 10 minutes earlier. But for this game, I just wanted to see how's the atmosphere in Old Trafford. So I was watching like 30 minutes earlier, and come on, man, what a performance! Maybe the first goal is not as expected because the hype was so much. Then the first goal, the goalkeeper just filled it off and he just tapped it in. But the second one is typical Ronaldo. So um, no words lah, no words. To see him, to watch him make his first debut, then to watch him to make his second debut and score two goals, it was surreal. And I noticed even the gameplay is a lot different because I think they built the game around him, so you could see more aerial balls. Yes, he was the target man, and maybe they shouldn't do that throughout 90 minutes. Um, Maybe down the road they will change that, but no regrets. Super happy, man.
Oh,
And
you see the reception in Old Trafford when he was revealed.
come on, you have this. Everybody is a fanboy there, so fanboy,
Yeah,
fangirl. So, and at his age, yes, he's joining a very competitive league. He has a 2-year contract. He might not start all the games, but I believe he'll make a very significant impact on the pitch and off the pitch because of his seniority and the charisma he brings. That's the most important thing.
yeah. I think there's fewer players in this. I mean, in the whole footballing world, more charismatic than Ronaldo. Even
Yes.
I've heard rumors about him in the dining room. Everyone was, I would
Yeah.
like to pick whatever he wants to eat. Whatever he eats, I'll pick it.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
and you see some of the things he did, like the whole water bottle thing in
Hmm.
Euro. He's an
Yes.
influencer. I'll give him that, seriously.
But
And
the thing is, he's influencing for the good. So you
yeah,
can't really
that's what I'm
complain.
saying. That's the good thing about him.
Yes.
One thing I like about him. But But as for how do you think he's gonna do in the upcoming weeks? I mean, is he gonna be the top scorer by end of this season? Come on,
Um,
man.
I would like to see him as the top scorer. If he keeps scoring 2 goals or goals every matches, he might be the top scorer. But at his age, I don't know. It might be a limitation because we saw that in Juventus. He was not the same Ronaldo that was in Madrid. When he came to Juventus, there was a slight dip. But then now we are talking about Old Trafford. So, and before even he came in, he already promised that he will win us something, a title, a cup. So I'm pretty sure he'll work for that. It will be good to see him as a top scorer, but if you ask me whether he will do well in Premier League, that's no doubt. Definitely he'll do well. At his age, he will outbid so many players, so many young players. And I think he will easily score 25, 30 goals, 25 to 30 goals throughout the
25 to
competition.
30 goals.
Throughout the
That's quite
competition,
high actually.
yes.
Throughout the competition. Yeah, it's quite a high number. Let's talk about this
He
horror.
said banging a brace. This one is got banged.
This one got banged. There's something wrong with
But
my
it's a
slide arrangement.
pity. It's a very unfortunate incident.
Yeah, this one. Oh goodness. Harvey Elliott ankle dislocation is these two words just by saying it alone frightens me, man. Ankle dislocate. How do you dislocate an ankle? How did it happen?
I think it's very unfortunate. And the red card that the Leeds player got, I think was too harsh also because he didn't really do it on purpose. He was just
Yeah,
going
exactly.
for the ball. The other leg uh, trapped Harvey Elliott. So it's not even a red card fall. So I think it's just how the game is, you know,
Yeah.
heat of the moment. And I I don't know why he got the red because referee should have reviewed and stuff. But maybe it's because of tackle from the back. So I don't want to go so much into that. But anyways, it's a pity, for a young lad who was actually performing really, really well. And he's going to be out, I think, the whole season.
But that's just the nature of the game lah. You get red card for you're not exactly responsible for the injury. You have a part in it, but not exactly 100% contributor. But you get the whole blame for it. I think that's pretty much
Yes.
normal. But I think it was quite harsh as well. I don't think it was deserved. But anyway, get well soon, Harvey Elliott. Such a great young prospect. We have Romelu Lukaku scoring a debut brace in Stamford Bridge.
So this one I got to ask you
Yeah,
a few words, please. What do you think?
few words. What do I think about Romelu Lukaku? Yeah, he's the missing puzzle in our attack. And as you know, it doesn't take a Chelsea fan to know that we've been having so much trouble going forward. We had so much world-class strikers becoming mediocre for some reason in Chelsea. So
Lukaku, to name a few, Lukaku himself.
back when he started playing, but now I think his experience in Inter Milan pretty much created the reputation that he has now. I mean,
I think he had more exposure in Everton actually. He grew up to the person who he is today is from Everton.
I think I've mentioned somewhere in one of our shows in the past episode, I used to say that I enjoyed watching this guy in Everton than in Manchester United. Sorry to say, but I think he shined well.
I got to agree.
He shined well. He shined well in Everton. Well, that's probably because who else is a better forward than Lukaku in Everton back then?
Yes.
And I think pretty much he can be outshined also in United. Although he's actually a goal scorer back in United, but now you can see back when he was in Inter Milan, he was running riot in Syria, and now I'm trying to see the monster he is when he's back in EPL, back to
Wait,
his
you do?
club.
I just thought of something. Do you notice something? One season back, Ronaldo and Lukaku, they were in Italy.
Yeah,
They were
I
going against
definitely
each other. They
noticed
were
that.
competing to score goals, and I think Ronaldo came out with most goals with lesser games. He played lesser games, but he scored more goals. And the same might happen in Premier League also. Both of them back to Premier League. So we shall see.
Yeah, Chelsea. Now, maybe Lukaku has the advantage of being several years younger, but we'll see about that. Now, Premier
Yeah.
League is an entirely different beast. But as a
Yes.
Chelsea fan myself, I have full faith in Big Rom to start banging in the goals and start to deliver the goods that we've been missing in the past few seasons. When you have some people guarding him, you see the first goal on it, he really sent the
Yes.
defender on the floor,
Yes.
man.
Yes. It's the physique.
Now
He has a very good physique.
it's a very good physique, and what's more for a person of his height and huge
Yeah.
build, it's quite fast, man. Now that's
Yes.
something what the Premier League really requires.
Let's
Uh,
see. It's the 36 or it's Lukaku. Let's
is
see
it the
Ronaldo or Lukaku.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the two front runners for the Golden Boot, but we shall see. It could be some other guy first.
Yeah, out of
Tiba-tiba.
nowhere.
Could be Mohamed Salah.
Could be, or could be someone from a smaller club like Arsenal or something like that. Oops.
Right, so that sums up Chelsea and Manchester United, two unbeaten clubs so far in the Premier League.
Yes. No, there's
And
another one also.
yeah, Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah, but we don't have Isaac here, so we don't give them much
So we
credit.
so we don't talk about the other rate. Moving on.
We don't take. Yeah, moving on. I think we have our last news, perhaps equally interesting. Oh, finally, what a win!
Yes.
From Arsenal.
Did you see Aubameyang's Instagram post?
Oh,
It was
I did not, man. What happened?
it was I don't know. It was a bit emotional kind of thing. Like everyone because they didn't win the first three games, so they won this game. And to me, I think it was they just got lucky lah, because I really thought the game will end 0-0. And
Yeah.
he actually posted an emotional post saying that the win is not for him, it's for the club. That everyone, when they lose, every players go through a very tough emotional journey, blah blah, because of the fans and all those things. It was quite a bit sad lah, because if you actually look at the team, you only have in terms of seniority, you only have Lacazette, Aubameyang, Saka, and maybe one or two
Maybe.
more players. Leno.
Leno,
Yeah.
yeah. Yes, now that we've seen them clinching the 16th spot after having undoubtedly one of the worst starts ever for Arsenal.
Yes.
So, at this point, what do you see from this London side moving forward?
I would say they are just very poor. I don't know. Maybe it's just the manager. It's not working out. But the thing is, the club, they don't want to hire a better manager. Not to say Arteta is bad. It's just his tactics are no longer working. That's what I think. So they should actually go out, find managers. There are many managers for jobless now, like Villas Boas. I can't immediately think of many, but Villas Boas is one of them. Even Patrick Vieira got a job, so I'm pretty sure they can find a very decent manager, and they should actually
Villas
change.
Boas.
I'm just saying.
If he comes here, then this will be. He will complete the trifecta of all London clubs he has managed. He's managed Tottenham. He's managed Chelsea. Now, if he
But-
manage Arsenal, I don't know what to say, man.
Arsenal should be able to not to say should be able to. Arsenal must be willing to sign a new manager. Then they need to spend maybe 100 million more to bring in good, decent players to actually build up the squad. You look at Liverpool; they were shit. Then they brought in Klopp. Klopp changed the squad in 4 years. Because to
Mm.
if I was a I were a Arsenal fan, I'd be devastated, man. I've been maybe not at Arsenal fans position, but the time Bengal managed United, or for even Moyes. Uh,
So I think to sum up Arsenal situation, I would like to say also that I also agree their problem has been the manager. If you think about it, Arsene Wenger had way worse players back then,
yes,
and he still managed to bring them to top four, and the football was watchable, and they managed to spring up surprises in the Champions League. Sometimes they're king of upsets. They beat Bayern Munich away from home.
yes,
They beat Borussia Dortmund away from home.
yes.
But now, really, Arsenal, I'll be worried even if they went up against a middle side from La Liga or Syria or something. Really,
I'll, I'll
that's how
be
far Arsenal has gone
I'll
down. Really,
be I'll be really
really.
honest, man. When Wenger was managing, I would watch Arsenal's games. Win or lose, I'll still watch because the gameplay was interesting. It was nice to watch. But now I just can't bear to watch Arsenal games.
And pretty much,
It's a
yeah,
bit very 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 pitiful situation. I hope they come out of it soon.
yeah. But even if they were to sack Arteta, who do you think they most likely get for their manager?
That seriously depends on how much they're willing to spend.
Now, there's a different problem already. Now, they have a very stingy board,
Yeah,
according to
that's
Arsenal
the
fans. I don't
problem.
know.
Yes, because there are managers available. Definitely, there are managers available, but you have to find the most suitable one. Maybe the most suitable one, like for instance, Conte. Conte is jobless now, unemployed. They can bring in Conte, but he will come with a price because he has a very decent team behind him, coaching staff, and everyone. So, will Arsenal pay that? I I doubt so because even Spurs, I don't know if Spurs couldn't do or just something else, but it didn't happen. Conte didn't come to Spurs. So will Arsenal be able to do it? I don't know. It's all up to how much they're willing to spend for me.
Exactly. So, what's your take on Arsenal situation? Let us know in the comments below. Who do you think is going to be a suitable replacement for Arteta? Let us know in the comments below.
Yes.
And I think that should sum up our highlights for this week.
Or
Let's see what
they
other
should also comment who's going to be the Golden Boot winner. Uh,
Golden Boot winner and why it is Romelu Lukaku. Alright, that's summing up all the interesting news for this week. We'll see you in next week. We'll be covering all the highlights in
and
the
hot stuff.
Premier League.
All the hot stuff.
Alright, till then, signing off the Warhead and Mr. Kamiraj. Ciao.